Hello, I'm April from the Yoga Ranger Studio, and today I wanted to introduce you to a couple of new things I've been using. So I know that for me, meditation and developing a very consistent daily sustainable meditation practice has been a long journey. So it's taken me about 4 years to really get into consistent practice. And I think that there are certainly things that you can do to help you do that using apps or other things. But I also found recently that using a journal really helped me, that seeing it written down and that having to go to a journal every morning and or every night and write down what I planned to do and how I was going to do it and my thoughts that happened during that process of meditation really made me stick with it a little bit more consistently, so a little bit more sustainably. So I was reached out to by a company called Habit Nest, really wonderful company. Please check them out. They are the maker of several journals, some really great ones. This is one of theirs. This is the Meditation Sidekick journal, and I really love this because it has a lot of different things in it. So one of which is it has the closer on it. That's a little extra something that I think is kind of nice. It's the little touches that really make a journal really work. It has your page marker, which not every journal has, which makes it really nice as well. And so they've broken this up into different areas. So you start with some really big questions like, why are you meditating? And you write out what your why is, what your personal why is. They talk about kind of breaking out what you think meditation will do for your life, what ripple effect it will have, how it will work in your life. And then this is what you go back to, where they call it an SOS lifeline to kind of reconnect with yourself. And then they talk about meditation and what it can do for you and all the different ideas behind it and what the plan of this book is. So they break it up into weekly breakdowns. So this is a sample journal pages, holding yourself accountable. So the first weeks sometimes start with just, today I will meditate for and at what time. One upcoming mental or emotional hurdle to be mindful of. So something new that's coming up in your life that might be a little bit of a challenge or something happening in your day today that is a little bit of something you kind of have to get through. Benefits you feel, which is really important because a lot of people don't even notice things that are happening to them because of meditation. So if you're meditating for a long period of time or you've been meditating for a while, this book is still really helpful to reconnect you with the reasons you started your meditation, and also to help you kind of benchmark along the way the things that have happened, the things that you felt like you felt more focused or a little calmer, or your breath was a little bit deeper, or you're more creative, or you feel just a little bit happier. And then it says, what does my internal dialogue consist of? And I found this to be pivotal in really looking at what my mind is doing throughout the day. So during my meditation practice or during my day, I have this internal dialogue we all do that goes on, this self-talk that we have, and it could be positive or negative, or it could be worrying about stuff. For me, it was constantly thinking of the future and planning, and it was really hard for me to meditate because my mind would always be processing what next. And as I started to write this down every day, I looked back over the first 7 days and was shocked to discover that apparently that's what I think about a lot. And it's something I would really like to change. I would like to be more present in the moment and less what's next. The next question is one small way I can improve my internal dialogue. And for me, that was noticing it, number one. Number two was for me to actively be present and try to catch it when it started to happen and say, oh, no. I need to change that. It's something I want to do different. I would like to see a difference there. And there's a short little space for journaling. Now, the first 7 days, I worried that the journaling space wasn't going to be big enough, but I shouldn't have worried, because once we get into the next week, the second week, the journaling section doubles in size. So at that point, it's not asking you the same questions. It asks you about your internal dialogue. It asks you about one specific way mindfulness improved your day, your time and your date, and how does internal dialogue shape your concept of yourself. And there are little tips, not on this page, but off to the side, there's often little tips and suggestions on what that may mean each day. And then there's a journaling section, kind of opening up about your day, just writing down whatever comes to mind, whatever's going on in your life. It's not so big that you feel like you have to fill it up, but it's not so small that you don't have enough room to kind of express how your day went. On each meditation day, there is also a little either affirmations, talks to you about affirmations. It talks to you about someone who has used meditation and how it's worked for them. They refer to their resources oftentimes, giving you little suggested resources you can go to, like YouTube channels or apps that you might want to take a look at. And they also include a couple of other interesting things in here. At the end of each 7-day period, they have like a little recap where you look at, what did you struggle with? How did it work? What would you like to try new? What worked for you? How has meditation changed your life this week? And how would you feel if you stopped doing this? Which I thought was a great question, because if you stopped, what would happen? And then each 7 days you recommit to your practice. Great way to remind you that, hey, this is a commitment. This is something I really want to do. And it changes each time. So then we get into the next 3 weeks. It's in what ways do my self-image, my beliefs, and the way I live, my actions contradict each other. So it does change as you go, and your meditation will change as you go, and you'll find yourself this helping develop a practice that makes sense and is really intuitive for you. I am really enjoying it. I'm on day 20, I think, 21, and I'm absolutely loving all the detail included in here, all the tips and suggestions. The first couple of weeks, they also include guided meditations. They give you a link that you can go to listen to a guided meditation to help you along and to get you through that first week or so and a few into the second week. So it's a great way to also try some new meditations, new styles. They do include some information about using different styles of meditation and what they can do for you. So really great book for all of that, podcasts, etc., pro tips. And they do bonus days at the end. So this is a great way to really settle into your practice for the first, 90 days of your meditation practice. In 3 months, you probably should have feel really comfortable with that. If you don't, when you buy this, you can also buy the PDF version of it included. So you can use it on Google and this is a slightly different journal, and I want to talk about this one as well. This is a morning Sidekick journal. I love this one as well. You can print it out and use it as well. So this one kind of great is like setting up times to go to sleep, what time you would like to wake up, most important tasks for the day, the thing that you really, really need to, desperately want to get done today, something that's really big on your list. One way I can improve my life by 1% is, and I love this question, who doesn't want to think about one thing that you can improve your life, just 1%, just one small thing that you can do to make your life a little bit better. Top 2 distractions to minimize tonight before going to bed, so you make sure you set up a nice, good bedtime routine as well. And I found being online was one of my biggest ones. Then this is your morning, and you write this out in the morning, and then at night you check back in and say, tonight I'm going to go to sleep at magical moments I experienced today. So sort of a mini gratitude journal on what happened well today that I really enjoyed. What were pivotal moments that I want to go back and remember and be present for? And then setting up your morning ritual for the next day. So the ritual part is really great. So it says make these small. You're making it insanely easy to succeed. So I wanted to make sure that I had yoga every morning for a certain amount of time, meditation and pranayama, study and journaling, write down some new class ideas, and use some Reiki on myself. So I had all those written out. Set really small, short goals at the beginning and start to kind of build onto those. At the end of each week, they have you look back and say, which one of these things worked? What would you like to keep? What would you like to change or add in? Would you like to try a different morning ritual? They don't have to be the same every morning because my mornings are not the same, so you can change them up every day. And they also, once again, have little daily challenges and little suggestions on how you can do it better, pro tips, and people who have successfully done morning habits, challenges, and as you go, they change. They come into benefits I felt today is where I'm at now is, feel happier, more organized, fuller days, increased productivity, more energized, reduced stress, affirmations, all sorts of suggestions, and I love the little notes on the side that they write in that gives you some ideas. So when you buy either one of these journals in the hardback, you can buy it also with the PDF that you could use on your phone and or print out and or use the book in conjunction with. So really great little book, Habit Nest. This is the Meditation Sidekick. This is the Morning Sidekick. Love that one as well. It's created with love by Habit Nest. Absolutely love this company. They're very responsive, so if you have any questions from them to them, you can always send them a message. They will answer almost instantaneously. Really small, great company that's really focused on building better habits. They have some other journals on there for working out and getting fit and nutrition, so you can check those out as well. I will have links down below for you to check out each one of those journals one by one. Get a look at them, look through a few pages. They actually give you a little video as well as some pages that you can look through and some ideas as well through their website as well. So check those down below. I hope you check these out. They're really changing my mornings and making them much more productive and happier. I feel a lot more settled, calm, happier, and focused each morning. The meditation journal is really helping me keep on track about what I want to do, and also really kind of pulling out some things that I may not have been completely aware of in my habits and in my thought processes, and really helping me meditate and work through those and make some positive changes in my life. So if you're looking to make some good positive changes in your morning and or your meditation practice, they do have bundles where you can buy these two together. I really recommend buying them together. You can buy them separately if you're not interested, but together they make an amazing morning happen for you. So an inspired day, start the day inspired. So check these out. Links are down below. I hope you enjoy. Have a great day.